You are not going to be broke again after watching this. Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Mary Ikigu and here I talk about everything farming, agribusiness, organic farming, how to grow fruits and vegetables, how to market your agricultural products, and how to find farm work jobs. So today we are going to talk about how to get a farm work job in Canada. Have you been looking for farm work jobs unsuccessfully in your country of origin? The Canadian government, through the Canada Job Bank, is offering permanent job for foreign workers. Permanent jobs in Canada are highly reliable due to the high salary rate, approximately $15 to $20 per hour, and we are going to see this in just a few minutes. If you are in your country of origin and so much so jobless, I bet it is time to migrate to Canada and make some money. I mean, who wants to live a broke life? Nobody. So Canada has jobs for foreigners and you can choose to work part-time or on a full-time basis. Without further ado, let us jump in and see what is on offer currently for farm workers. General Farm Worker by Friendship Specialty Mushroom Farm Limited. It is based in Chilliwack, BC, and they are offering the job for $17 per hour, and you're supposed to be working for 40 hours per week. It is a permanent employment, full-time job. It is worked during the day. So the starting time is as soon as possible. The benefits, they are offering other benefits, and there are 3 vacancies for this job. The Friendship Specialty Mushroom Farm Limited is verified, and the job has its number on the job bank website. So what has the employer got to offer? The employer has an approved labor market impact assessment, which is used to hire foreign workers to fill labor skills or skills shortages on a temporary basis. So the Canadian government offers the Canadian job activities or job opportunities first, but if an employer cannot find the workers that they require, especially in places that are very cold, in places that are somehow remote, not really remote, but maybe the Canadian residents are not preferring to work in these areas.
We've had 90% of the product go to the process market. Most of our harvesting is done by machine. Without these machines, we'd be hard put to harvest our crops. Not only hand labor is expensive, we just don't have enough of it. For both of those reasons, these machines are indispensable.
This is when they come to the labor market impact assessment, that is LMIA, and they are seek for foreign workers. So this job has you don't need any experience, you do not need any education, you do not need degree, you do not need a certificate or a diploma for you to apply on this job. And the special skills that they are looking for is you are able to plant, you are able to cultivate and irrigate crops. That is something that you can do. The other skill is that you are able to operate and maintain farm machinery and equipment. These are things like the irrigation system machines, the tractors for farming, the harvesting machines, this farming equipment. The other thing that they require you to do is to have the experience or to be able to know how to harvest crops. You should also be able to know how to fertilize and spray the crops. You detect the diseases and health problems in crops, livestock and poultry. You should be able to also examine and produce for quality and prepare for market.
They call these ones orb rotors, basically kind of vibrate and agitate the plant and shake off the fruit as gently as possible without pulling out the green, but at the same time trying to take off as much ripe fruit as possible. You can manage with 3 people, 1 driver, 1 person inspecting the fruit, and the second person filling the crates and stacking the crates. Well, these machines actually agitate it off with these rods, and the fruit falls onto these plates, and once the fruit drops on the plates, it rolls off onto the lower belts, And the lower belts take the food back up to the top of the machine, and that's where the workers can inspect the fruit, and if they find something that shouldn't be in the fruit, they pull it out. So they try to make sure the fruit is clean, and at the end of the inspection belt, the food rolls onto berry crates, we call them flats, before unloading onto a truck. And the trucks, of course, transfer the food quickly as possible to the packing plant to maintain quality.
So what are the working conditions and physical capabilities? You must be fast-paced environment, or what is the working environment that you're going to be facing when you apply for this job? It is a fast-paced environment, and it is repetitive tasks. And you have been told the tasks that you're going to be working on as cultivating crops, irrigating them, operating on the machinery, harvesting, fertilizer. You see, it's a permanent job. So these are recurring jobs. So it is something that you are going to be employed for on a permanent basis. It is in a rural area. Like I told you, when you see that an employer has a LMIA, or the Labor Market Impact Assessment, it means the Canadian residents do not want to work in those remote areas. That is why it is in the rural area. But as for you, you do not have a job right now, and you need to be making some money. Remember, we are chasing being broke. We don't want to be broke. So whether it is in a rural area and it is giving you a source of income, I don't think that should be a problem. So what are the benefits? You are having an on-site housing. So when you migrate to Canada, you do not need to go looking for accommodation. This employer is going to give you accommodation. The other thing is that the employer promotes equal employment opportunities for all job applicants, including those self-identifying as meant for these groups, like apprentices, Indigenous people, newcomers to Canada like you or I, veterans, and visible minorities and youths. So if you fall in this category, you are eligible to apply. So who can apply for this job? Canadian residents or permanent residents of Canada, they can apply to the job, and also others with or without a valid Canadian work permit. So you shouldn't be worried about having a work permit. You are able to you can get hired for the job. How do you apply for this job? You can send them an email through this email here, friendshipmushroom@gmail.com, or you can use this advertiser link up here. So there is a disclaimer here. The job posting was posted directly by the employer on JobMark. So the government of Canada has taken few steps to make sure it is accurate and reliable, but cannot guarantee its authenticity. So even though the government knows it is a reliable employer, it cannot guarantee the same. So, you know, in life there are risks, and if you're willing to take the risks, then you're going to be successful. If you can do farm supervision activities, this job is with a verified employer. Is R&SD Thaliwal Farms. They are offering the job for $18 per hour, 40 hours a week. It is a permanent employment, so it is a full-time job, and you're going to be working in the day, evening, and morning. If you are eligible, you are going to start the work as soon as possible, and it is just one vacancy available, and you can see it is available in the job bank website. Then the other thing is that this job was posted on 4th May, April. Today is on 11th April, so you can see it's not so long ago. You still have your chances. The fact that it is still on the website, it means that they have not found an eligible person to apply or to hire. So you have the possibility of getting hired. The other thing is that the employer is eligible for Labor Market Impact Assessment, or LMIA, and he's able to hire foreigners. Then you do not need any education. You don't need a degree, a certificate, or a diploma for you to apply for the job. You don't need any experience for you to apply for the job. But The farming equipment and machinery experiences you could be having for tractor, harvesters, and fertilizer applicator. Additional skills, they're saying you need to be having you need to perform general farm duties and maintain farm machinery and equipment. The other thing, the type of farm operations is fruits and vegetables combination. We all know, and I love fruits and vegetables. So if you are eligible and you have been doing fruits and vegetable farming in your country, you have gone to school or you haven't gone to school, you can apply for this job. So the types of crops here are blueberries that you're going to be working on. So remember, you're going to work as a farm supervisor. The specific skills that you need, it is to maintain and control production records. You also need to coordinate and supervise the work of general farm workers and harvesting laborers, supervise and oversee growing and other crop operations. Then you need to ensure that safety and biosecurity procedures are followed. The other thing they are talking about is the landscape and horticulture technicians and specialists, special skills. So you need to have fruit trees training. You need to have knowledge in mixing fertilizer, and you need to know how to do weeding. So what is the worksite environment? It is outdoors, it is in a dusty environment, and the area is quite hot. So what are the working conditions and physical capabilities? The work is physically demanding, attention to detail, combination to sitting, standing, and walking. I like the way they are specifying everything that they need. So you are aware that you will be sitting sometimes you'll be standing, sometimes you'll be walking, and the area is hot, so you should be going there mentally prepared that I am going to do to work in a hot environment. So what are the suitability for you? You should be organized. I mean, this is the simplest job I think I have seen on the website, and it is applicable for foreigners. So if you want a permanent job in Canada, please apply for the supervisory work that is available. So who can apply this? You can apply if you're a Canadian citizen, a permanent resident, if you have a valid Canadian permit, if you are not authorized to work in Canada. This one, they are saying that you should not apply, so the employer will not respond to your application. So those people that have a valid Canadian work permit and they are Canadian citizens and permanent residents of Canada, you can be able to apply for the job. So how do you apply for this job? Let us see. You can send them an email through this email over here. I believe you can see it. They have provided all the details. So guys, there you have it. You can be able to find jobs even if you are not a Canadian resident. As you can see, there are farm employers who are ready to employ people who are not Canadian residents, even permanent residents, and they have the LMIA qualifications for you to go and work there. If you need a job in Canada as a farm worker, here is an opportunity for you. However, there is a disclaimer because you have to have a valid Canadian work permit, and you also need to be a citizen, a permanent resident in Canada. So there you have it, guys. The benefit of using this website is that you are able to find employers that are verified because this is operated by the government of Canada. Guys, there you have it. These are the types of jobs that you can find in Canada. Well, time is far much gone, but if you need me to continue and look for more jobs available for you, for people who are foreigners and also for people living in Canada, please leave a comment. If you have any questions, leave a comment below and I will be happy to answer all of you. Until next time, bye bye.